Hello, my name is this is my name, and today we're gonna be talking about All American. And I know it's the third video about All American, but this time it's positive. It's a good video. It's all about the good things about All American because it is a brilliant show, an amazing show. That's why I like it because there's more good things to be talking about. But before we get to talking the good things about All American, I'm gonna run into a segment that I am calling What Tribe Would They Have Been If They Were Namibian? First and foremost, starting off with Spencer James. Spencer James is a hero. There is no doubt about it. I mean, look at the guy. He is definitely a hero. And obviously, Olivia Baker is, that's our Umkalo, yes? Definitely Umkalo, this one. I want to say the other word for the Umkalos, but that would be a bit tribalistic. Or maybe, no, she's an Umkalo. Let's leave it at that. Leila is a Herrero, right? Those left unclear Herreros, the definitely a Herbie from I don't know, Kakara, maybe Oshinene. Kakara has a lot of left unclear Herreros. So I think Leila is from Okakarara, those herpes from Okakarara. But you will be the educated ones, not the bingos and don't have tisha type of Herrero. You obviously Jordan Vega is an Amkalo. There is no denying that. Obviously, this is a Buriki. And yes, the main man, the main guy, the best actor in the show, obviously, Homeboy is a Gwere. There is no doubt, there is no denying that Homeboy here, that's a Gwere, like a Ganjera, maybe a Yashe, maybe? Is that offensive? I think. But that's a Gwere. Look, you might be wondering, like, where are all the Damaras in the show? Here we go. Coop and Preach. These are Damaras. Like from Koraiches. Like real Damaras from Koraiches. I'm not just saying Coop is a Damara because she's gay. Because, you know, every Damara family tree has to has a gay person. Not because of that. But they look like, oh, this video is going to get me into trouble, honestly. But moving on. The mother, obviously, she is a buriki. There is no doubt about it. She is a lani. And patience. I want to decide between a Buster or a Damara or a Nama. No. Wait, there are no Namas in this show? Really? No Namas at all. Wow, except the colors and the Busters, obviously. Patience is a level clear Damara. Um, that is uncalled for. I'm sorry for the colors, that is uncalled for. Those are the tribes of these people that would have been in Namibia. If you have made it this far in the video, it means you are not offended. And also, I'm wondering, what kind of psychopath are you if you are not offended by any of that? And like, there are no Kavangos and Capricorns in this show, really? Wow, these people are tribalists. I am not tribalist. The people from all Americans, they are the tribalist one. How could they not include Kavangos and Caprivians? Or Thembas? You know, and also, what other tribes are there in Namibia? Apparently, there are 13 tribes, but if you have made it this far, thank you so much. So let's talk about the good things about the show. But before we get to that, also, see, I have one episode that I like in the show. The whole show so far, there's one episode that I love so much. This episode got me so emotional. I wept. I wept. I was crying in this episode, like a baby. I don't cry much. I don't cry at all. But this episode got me very emotional. Episode 15, season 5. That episode, damn. And we'll get to talk about it very soon. Before we get to that, in this emotional episode where this guy is pouring out his heart, they had to have this. What the hell is this? They couldn't get anybody that can play better football or soccer, right? Really, nobody. They had to get this guy. What the hell is that? And I'm supposed to focus on this episode that is all about emotions. Really, this? What the hell, man? I mean, they couldn't play basketball or something. Why this? Moving on. This episode, spoilers obviously, is about Spencer James getting to confront his grief that he lost his coach, the main guy. Oh yeah, obviously this guy dies. Yeah, this guy dies, and man, I get the decision and I understand the decision and I agree with it. But phew, I know it caught me off guard and it was damn, man. Spencer James has to confront his grief. He's been running away from it, and then it finally caught up to him. And I was really there with him, like honestly, like I get why he's avoiding these whole feelings because I have seen that on so many people. I've been through that, and you see how a lot of people, like black people specifically, we don't deal with emotions, especially for us from the location, because there are so many emotions to be dealing with. If you are just stuck there trying to deal with emotions, you will get nowhere. So what we do is like we shove them down in this it's a bottle, right? Very fragile bottle where we put all our emotions in, and eventually they break, and then we snap, and then we do like really bad things. But how they actually opened up this bottle for Spencer was actually very beautiful. And that's the thing. I was actually hoping for Olivia to be the one to break down Spencer because all this whole time he's been pushing everybody away. And Olivia was the only person to call up everyone to come for Spencer's aid to like, let's help this guy, man. And I was hoping for Olivia to be the one to break Spencer, but I get it. She's not really, it won't be realistic. She's not really trained into those emotions and whatnot. So that's why they brought in a psychologist as one of those big brother type of. And they didn't do it in a room where it's confined. They actually went into the world and showed him the world where he's from and what he's trying to avoid and what he's going to lose if he goes on down this path. And then it was amazing. And then he broke down and then he got me like, I gotta tell you, man, this guy is a really good actor, right? He's an amazing actor, guys. Yo, and I hear apparently he's British, and he sounds like, at least to me though, but the guy is really good. And he broke down when he broke down. Ah, man, that was when I was like, damn, thanks, man. What are you trying to do? Trying to get to my emotions and stuff. Obviously, I'm still dead inside, right? But I can still cry for series and TVs and movies from now on. Before this, I was not actually crying for any TVs, but this guy got me there. I couldn't say that with a straight face. But coming back to the point is like, this is what I like about the show most of the time. Obviously, the cinematography is great. The acting, obviously, especially from this guy who has like an amazing range from comedic timing and also very dramatic, very brilliant kind of acting. And everybody else is also good. But that's not the main reason why I like the show. What I like about the show is the fact that they introduce the main black problems, right? Or just problems, really, and then they resolve them. Obviously, I don't agree with all of their resolutions, but the fact that they attempt to solve these issues is, for me, it's just an amazing thing. Most of the time, when you see a lot of shows, these people actually going through these problems and then relearning the same issues. There is also some that in here, you see like the main issue that fatherlessness for most black boys. It's an issue that is always brought up, but it's not really resolved. But here, Spencer got to meet his father, have some sort of connection with him, build a relationship with him, and he lost him as well, but that was resolved to some degree. He was able to confront those feelings and forgive the man that abandoned him as a kid. That was amazingly done, and then he was even done on a on a on a cabin in the woods. I didn't even know black people were that rich from the hood to have. But in any case, that was brilliantly done. I really love that. And the fact that his father abandoned him, he had those abandonment issues. And those things, you just can't lose them overnight or over one episode. And here in this episode, He's confronted with that. The fact that his father, his main father, abandoned him as a child, and then he came back, and then also he died, and also abandonment issue to him that becomes like he's abandoned because as somebody that struggles from abandonment issues, you won't see people dying, you will see them as them leaving you. And then they address that in the shows, like in this episode, and I'm like, yo, guys, this is just amazing. And then also the guy that was like a father to him died on him while they were still not on good terms. Here's what I love about the show the most. The thing that I loved about the show is it's very optimistic. These things obviously don't happen. Black people don't actually come together to help one another. Obviously, black people will come together to bury you, to drink with you, to party with you. Obviously, a lot of people will come, but to support you for things like abandonment in issues, like grief, no. Sure, we'll come to your funeral, obviously, cry then, and then we move on. But when the people that you left behind are dealing with the repercussions or or the aftermath of you leaving them, of you dying on them, we won't be there to help them go through this. Definitely, in real life, that would never happen. That has never happened. I've never seen that before. But in this show, they show that it is possible. And Olivia, my girl, she goes out on everybody. She calls the guy, she calls everybody to come around for Spencer, man. And it's like even even Darnell though. She called Darnell from Germany or wherever he was to come back and just be there. He didn't even have to say anything, just be there. That's it. A lot of these things actually happen in the show, like so many times where people like Spencer, they go all out for these people that they love, and they will do anything. They will take even bullets for each other. You see, from somebody that grew up in the 90s, I've seen people act like this, like in this show, right? And I've seen people divided so much, and then you find people, when you find people asking Herreros, why do you always go to the village, man? Like, why is it something that every Herrero has to do? Like, we are going to the village this December. Obviously, there's a whole Chirama thing. Definitely, yes, that too. But the main reason is that support for each other, especially back in the 90s. Everybody, especially the people that were working in towns, in cities, they would, every employer knew that Herreros need to go home every December, at least for a week. And we knew that week there's no arguments because it's all about family and the birth of our Savior. And we eat, we drink, we play all these games together, and then we support each other, we help each other, we talk our problems out. And the hero weddings there, that's why they take like 3 days, and everybody comes in because it's the support system that used to be there, but now they are just camping trips. But still, the remnants of what it all came from is still there, and it's just beautiful to see that in a show like this. And I'm not a Damara or a Vambo or any other tribes in Namibia. Obviously, I'm sure they also had those other things. Also, even Vambos, even now, they like, we are going to the north. Obviously, Vambos, they don't have the whole Chirama thing. So I'm guessing you guys just go there to go work in that heat. Wow. Okay. It's a bit dismissive, but still, family used to matter. Family used to be a big deal to us as Namibians. And I for one, I'm really disappointed. Us as kids, we know like you're getting new clothes, obviously, and you get to eat macaroni or spaghetti that you never eaten the whole year. But it's not about the food, maybe, but the point is just that the family. I felt as a kid, I felt that I had a family, but now everybody's just protecting their own. Nobody's going out there for other people, and I understand because at this point right now, it seems like people, when you sacrifice for them, they either go two ways. It's either they take advantage of your kindness, or they go on the other route where they just want to repay you for just you being a nice person. They just don't know how to appreciate your goodness that you do for them. So in that way, everybody just sheltered themselves and just like, what's the point, But I'm hoping, we get back to that place, at least some idea of that place. And this show illustrates that multiple times. It was even a time for Layla, everybody came together, they supported each other. Even for Asha, all these people, they are able to be there for one another. Obviously, they do disappoint each other, they do all these bad things, evil things to each other, but yet they do come back together and then they lift each other up. That's the beauty of this show. This is why I love this show. This is why I watch this show, because I want to see that in real life. I want to see people coming back together. And I hope this show continues doing all these things, explore all these issues that are, especially in the black community, issues that are just a problem to us. I don't know, even gender based violence, if they could add that also and then find some sort of a solution to it. I mean, I love it. I love the show. It doesn't just that. Here's the biggest thing that I loved about the show. I've said that many times, obviously, but this is one of the biggest things that I love about the show is that it doesn't portray black people as wretched. That's all I can say. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Yeah.